Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, Chris Dom One, and I am back with another video. Rate, comment, subscribe. You know what you got to do. If you're gonna hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. That'd be very appreciated by me. Do not forget the super chat feature is now enabled, even though I don't stream long enough for people to utilize that service. But if you want to utilize it, go right ahead. And sit back and enjoy this free entertainment. We're going to be talking about, I believe, Fox News reporter. Well, let's take it back to the source, right? Instead of just jumping through different events. LeBron James, on a recent interview, I think it's driving with Cari Champion. She's an ESPN reporter. I think it was set up like a car ride. It was, I think, LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And the topic and the discussion was about Donald Trump. Basically, LeBron James has some few choice words about Donald Trump. Particularly when Steph Curry declined an invitation to go to the White House. And, you know, this usually happens with every president in office. And it really doesn't matter if the president is Republican, Democrat, or Independent. It doesn't matter, you know, the ethnic background of the president, even though, you know, 98% of our presidents are Caucasians, all right? But every time the Super Bowl champion, the NBA champions, the NHL champions, baseball champions, whatever, they go to the White House for these invitations to celebrate at the White House. And ever since Trump was elected in office, it's been slim pickings for the Don. Okay, not a lot of people have been declining the invitation to go see Donald Trump. All right, now Donald Trump attacked a lot of these people instead of just being an adult, because let's just face facts, everybody's not going to like you. All right, so instead of just not feeding into turning someone's request into a negative, instead of just doing that and just gracefully just saying, look, I respect their decision. If they don't want to come see me, that's fine. All right, I think that's the best course of action for Donald Trump to do. All right, instead he's been challenging and attacking a lot of people, a lot of athletes who've been declining to go see him. All right, and all he's really doing is building a narrative where you're going to see a lot more athletes declining to see Donald Trump. All right, so LeBron James pretty much said in a nutshell that Donald Trump don't give a bleep about people, and he's a bum. All right, now let's just face facts and face reality. Okay, a lot of people are not going to be happy with what I'm about to say, but Donald Trump, as far as a businessman, I give it up to him. All right, you know, I think you need that element in the room, particularly when you're talking about the economy, unemployment, income, the nation's income, things of that nature. I think Donald Trump has a pulse for those topics. However, like I said in a lot of other videos, Donald Trump does not identify with the everyday person, right? Donald Trump identifies with corporate America and Wall Street, and those two entities are not everyday people. Okay, let's just face facts. All right. And I felt like a lot of people who vote for Donald Trump was believing in the pipe dream hype, let's make America great again. All right, and then a lot of people put their own angle to that slogan. And I'm not even going to go into it, but that's neither here nor there. But a lot of people started to believe the hype, drank the Kool-Aid of Donald Trump. And there have been a few people who voted for him now having mixed emotions about Donald Trump. All right, comes to find out, they found out what we all figured out, and that's why we didn't vote for him. He's not for everybody. Donald Trump is only interested in money, brand, okay? If you're not in those lanes, you cannot identify or understand Donald Trump. And that's not a flaw of Donald Trump. That's just who he is. He is not going to change, all right? So, LeBron James called Donald Trump a bum, all right? Fox News, I believe her name is Laura Ingraham. I think I'm butchering her last name. She has a show on Fox, and basically she was clapping back, sort of say, at LeBron James by saying, well, LeBron James, you just shut up and dribble, meaning he should shut up and go play basketball. Like, that's all LeBron James, that's the only thing LeBron James can do, all right? You know, I disagree with a lot of things LeBron James have did, well, particularly when you're talking about his career. But step aside all that, basketball-wise, LeBron James has been a beacon, sort of say, for the common everyday person, right? LeBron James is a billionaire, okay? Technically, LeBron James is in the same circles as Donald Trump. He's also an entrepreneur. He also is interested in branding. He's also interested in other aspects of, you know, income and the economy and things of that nature, okay? So he's pretty much swimming in the same situations and in the same circles as Donald Trump. One would think that both of these guys have certain things in common, but the one thing about LeBron James is he never forgotten where he's from. Okay, Akron, Cleveland, Ohio. He empathized with those people there, and he's from, and he was born and raised in a state that's not a rich state by any stretch of the imagination. He has endured poverty. He has endured people that are trying to make ends meet. His own mother was a single parent in the household, trying to make ends meet. So he empathizes with people like that. Okay, I don't think Donald Trump understands that. I'm not going to go to say Donald Trump don't care. I'm not going to say Donald Trump does not empathize with those types of individuals. It's just Donald Trump do not understand that group, and he never will. No matter how many times he go visit low income, which I don't think he has, but go to low income areas and experience the day-to-day things, the day-to-day tasks that these people go through on a daily basis. You're not going to see Donald Trump in those types of scenarios. Okay? Now, so LeBron James, Laura Ingraham told him just shut up and just dribble, which is kind of insulting. If you want to, it is insulting, because literally, Laura, what you're doing is you're playing into the stereotype of things that people in America utilize, and it's sort of like a backslap and being very racial to a group or an individual. It's no different, Laura, if you had a topic on your show and everyone disagrees with it, and let's just say someone in the comment section say, well, Laura, why don't you just shut up and go cook? Okay, so you have to be careful traveling down those roads, and you would think someone who supposed to be highly intelligent, if you want to really clap back at LeBron James, there were so many other avenues you could choose instead of that avenue. You know, I think what goes on is now you made something. I mean, you could have easily defended this the proper way by just illustrating Donald Trump, what he has done in the White House thus far, and what Donald Trump has done for the American people. Okay, which if you could do that, you know, that would be a first for Donald Trump, because in those two avenues he hasn't done nothing at all, or just very little. Okay. You know, when you travel down those roads, you're going down a slippery slope when you, you know, because people will take that, and people are entitled to take that the wrong way. And LeBron James was not too pleased with that choice of words. And it just shows how more classy of a person LeBron James is, because he could have easily chose that same road, Laura, and said something sideways about you, but he didn't. All right. And Fox News, they have been they wanted to be controversial 5 years ago, and they had in their company a lot of journalists with questionable agendas. Okay. Like Stacey Dash and others. And, you know, it spiked up ratings because they said things that, you know, I hate to use this terminology, but what white America thinks, you know, there are some individuals in white America that don't understand the black community. All right. So you had these spokespersons, quote unquote spokespersons, and some of these spokespersons were had an African American background. You know, say things that quote unquote individuals in white America sort of believed, because they have no direct line to the African American community. All right. And yes, Fox News got a lot of ratings, got a lot of hits from that. But there has been, if you're talking about a 2 to 3 year span, where Fox News had to step away and step aside those type of entities, those types of spokespersons. That's why Stacey Dash no longer works for Fox News, because they would receive backlash from advertisers. Okay, because advertisers, they don't people who advertise their products, companies that put ads alongside Fox News, they're in it for consumers. And like it or not, love it or hate it, there are black African-American consumers. There are female African-American consumers. There are a lot of other nationality consumers that disagree with the program, and attacking those companies, going, well, why would you put an ad or place an ad on a controversial show such as that? Okay, similar to what YouTube is going through. All right, so now Fox News had to get rid of those type of individuals. Not to mention there were males that were hired on Fox News of sexual harassment. That was also huge, and that was also big, and that was also real, that they had to let go of those individuals. Okay? So Fox News had been taking a lot of heat, and they had to change the way how they do business. All right? Now, Miss Laura Ingraham, she's really the only journalist of Fox News that, you know, said something controversial. And we're going to have to wait and see what the end game of this is going to be. All right. Right now, this is All-Star Weekend. And anyone who's associated with Fox News is not getting those interviews. Basically, a lot of the athletes in the NBA community, former or current analysts, people journalists in the sports realm, they're shying away from Fox News, severing their ties from Fox News, and it's making Fox News, which Fox News is more of, it's not about sports entertainment, it's more so about politics. Okay, but you're gonna see this go in, it's going to grow, and it wouldn't surprise me none if Fox News issue a statement and apologize for Miss Laura over the weekend. And then with even more pressure, she's going to go on her show next week, talk about it, and basically she's going to say she used the wrong choice of words. She didn't like how LeBron James tackled the president of, how he felt about the president of the United States, which, by the way, the majority of Americans feel the exact same way LeBron James feels. Okay, so she's going to apologize. It's going to take her a little bit longer, but she's going to apologize to the simple fact of pressure from her bosses. And her bosses are going to have pressure from advertisers and things of that nature, threatening to pull their ads, similar to what YouTube is going through. So it's one of those type of things. I just felt like, you know, even if you don't like what, and at the end of the day, it's all about respecting one another. When you're the president of the United States, you have to have real thick skin, tough skin, because people are going to shoot arrows in all different directions at you. Your foes become your friends. You know, your friends become foes. You know, you're going to have people with different agendas. Even people that work in the administration may say something about you that you don't necessarily agree, and that's the title of being president. Being the president, you have to go into that office understanding everybody's not going to agree with you, and people and when you talk about voters, and when you talk about voters that have an outlet to express their feelings about you, which LeBron James is, and LeBron James didn't vote for Donald Trump. We all know LeBron James voted for Hillary Clinton, okay? And these are, as president, and this kind of happens with, and this sort of happens with people who are in office, who don't have, in government, who really don't have a lot of experience in government. And when people criticize them, they lash out at them the wrong way instead of taking the high road. When you're the president, you have to take the high road. People are going to say something about you that you do not like, but you have to take the high road at the end of the day. Okay? But it is what it is. I feel like this will cool down some after Miss Laura, I think her last name is Ingram, I forgot, I'm pretty sure she's going to be pressured to apologize on national television. And the people that want, TV hosts, radio hosts to speak the truth, to keep it 100, to be real, to be authentic, to just say whatever you want to say, those days are long gone, okay? We don't have shock jocks no more. Everybody is under the corporate page, so to say. Everyone has advertisers, okay? And everyone has to please their advertisers, and those advertisers have to listen to the pulse of their consumer base. And if their consumer base is putting pressure on them, then they have to react and satisfy the consumer need, okay? And the consumer won't. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, I'm Chrissy Down One, and I am out. I'll holler at y'all probably Monday. Deuces.